Keeping on brand, we switch from a very uneventful episode to one of, if not the best and most consequential episode of the series so far. As I thought, we are now moving on to a Momo-focused episode with bits of payoff from the Acca drama. So if you want to stay up to date with Wonder Egg Priority, make sure to like and subscribe. The episode starts off nicely enough with Momo out on her first date with the boy. Well, she's dreaming about it anyway. She wants to feel extra pretty, so she dresses as feminine as she can and enjoys herself. Once waking up, she's excited to go on the real date later that day. Unfortunately, her date was rather shocked to learn that Momo is a woman, and you can imagine how quickly that date would go downhill in that scenario. Of course, Momo tries to play it off as a dumb misunderstanding, because that's a lot easier to deal with than being dumped for not being the gender they expected. Momo isn't transgender, but there are a lot of overlapping themes in her episode that I think are really important, which I talked about in an earlier episode review. These sort of experiences are hard for anyone to go through, especially with how excited she was for the date. And when you're a teenager, everything is the end of the world. So if Momo can't find a boy who likes her by, I don't know, tomorrow, then she'll die alone, who knows? Well, we know that's probably not true, but there is a sense of urgency when you're in that situation. Momo returns home to do her nightly superheroing, or supervillainy, depending on how you look at it. Tonight she's trying to save a transgender boy named Kaoru, who just so happens to think Momo is a tall, cool bueno bar and totally his type. For some reason, 18 out of 19 characters in this show are super into Momo. I mean, like, she's dope, but I feel like they're overplaying it a little. Well, aren't you a tall glass of milk? Oh, I seem to have lost my phone number. Can I have yours? Do you work at McDonald's? Because you're McGorgeous. Damn girl, you're the Victor Zaz Pizzazz. Panic, the little Totodile dude, eats away all the haters, but in a spray of fog, the demon of this dream grabs Kaoru. We learned that this demon was one of Kaoru's instructors and that he trusted him, but when he told his teacher everything, he was assaulted and ended up pregnant. This demon is so scared of another man taking Kaoru away from him, he also mistakes Momo for a boy, which is something she's pretty clearly sick of. After saving Kaoru, they sit and wait for the train together. Now, if this is anything like the other eggs, he's going to want to be all up on Momo before he turns to dust, only further traumatizing this poor woman. After that experience, Momo returns to her friend's statue only to see that it's gone. Did she win? Is it finally over? Was it all a lie? Please don't lie to me. I can't take it. A woman with the head of a moth carrying a scythe approaches her, I suppose to show Momo the fear of death. This creature kills Panic and force feeds him to Momo, leaving her traumatized and unable to eat or sleep, while Acca ponders if Momo will be willing to return to the dream world to fight for them. Back with the others, Ai receives an invitation to Mr. Sawaki's art display, named Latent Heat, which isn't creepy at all. She decides to attend, and she finally sees the painting of her, which I have some major issues with. Sawaki said however many episodes ago in a flashback, and I quote, "I'll paint you the way I see you." So how exactly does he see Ai? Oh, I don't know, as a fully adult woman who looks just like her mother, who he happens to be sleeping with? He then tells Ai just how beautiful her mom is, while Ai is dressed exactly like her. Like, what? What? Does this sound like a lot for one episode? Well, buckle up, weebs, because we've still got a little more. Rika and Ai confront Acca about their suspicious activity last episode, and they blow it off that they happen to be the founders of the organization where Neru was born, and they both used to be human, so they just cut out their brains and put them in a mannequin. But surprise, surprise, when Momo is dealing with a horrifying near-death experience, these two are reading about a foretold battle between death and their heroes, hoping to, I guess, convince Momo to keep putting herself through all of this. Holy shit, I know, right? How is it possible for this show to still keep raising the tension with only 2 episodes left? After 2 weeks of, whatever episodes, Wonder Egg Priority has roped me back in and is slapping me in the face with suspense just because it knows it can. Oh my god. See you next week.
Oh, hey guys, it's Derek Snow, a voice actor extraordinaire. Thank you so much for watching The Dubbed Casual, and make sure to check out more Why I Love and 1AM anime videos.